Hey everyone, I got a very special and exciting announcement, and that's we're launching BizDev Labs Accelerator. A lot of people have asked me for coaching, wanted to see behind the scenes footage of BizDev Labs and how I'm scaling the BDR agency, had questions about how we're doing outbound. Until BizDev Labs Accelerator, we were not offering that kind of service or knowledge. I do try to be very public on LinkedIn with the things that I'm learning and document my journey, but not to this level of detail. And the reason why is because most of my time is currently spent on helping our clients. So we've worked with over 75 SaaS companies. My time is dedicated to helping them with outbound business development. We are a BDR agency. So that was our primary focus, but we were missing a lot of the market. A lot of people that want to learn from us, but can't hire us as a full-time BDR agency because it costs quite a lot of money. So I wanted to create a community where we can support each other and kind of help the rest of the group, especially the BDRs in my network, but as well as other founders or VPs or people that are interested in outbound and to become a top performer or to build a really solid outbound playbook. So this community is built on Skool.com. It's a great platform to connect with other people, and it's built very nicely, the UX UI, so it's very easy to use. And there's a couple of things that we wanted to include here in the community to make sure we get the most out of it. So the first one is weekly coaching sessions. Every Friday at noon Eastern, we're going to be meeting, and I will go over all the questions that people ask in the community page, questions, live questions, Q&As, that you guys are interested in. It could be informal. I will talk about several different things. And we get a lot of feedback in the community group already of people asking me topics and things that they want to go over. So every Friday in the calendar, we can meet up, show up, see other BDRs, and I will be answering a lot of the questions. As well as the most exciting part is I will be inviting special guests to join the community and teach us specific classes. If they're experts in outbound copy or cold calling or back-end operations or research or Clay, I have a big network at this point that I can bring in, as well as founders and VPs talking about outbound or anything around outbound in order to help us succeed. The only reason we can do that is because we bring the community together. It's very hard to get one of these specialists or experts on a one-on-one coaching session. It's very expensive. But if we do a class together, we can get them to come and teach us. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to. We can do that a couple of times a month and really push the boundaries of what we're doing here in outbound. The third is access to our exclusive resources. Now, obviously, in order to be able to manage 75 clients, my team had to build SOPs, standard operating procedures, and things that we need when we onboard a new client, when we do outbound, best practices, resources, how to write the best email, cold calling, all these kind of things. So we built resources internally that over time I will start putting in the community group so that you can see and use it for yourself. For example, you might have seen my post about a week or two ago about the 18 sentences that you can use in your outbound email. I think I got like 100 messages that day about people wanting a copy. So imagine that plus a bunch more. Frameworks, things that we use, everything I will throw at you on the community group. Feel free to also add your own or ideas and things like that or comment and we'll make it better. But that's kind of the idea behind it, is that I will share those resources. The most exciting part is obviously my team worked with over 75 SaaS startups. So we know what works. We have a finger on the pulse. I do it at scale and with a lot of different companies. So I will publicly share what we're working on today. This is not what worked for me a year ago, what worked 3 months ago. It's what's working today. What am I doing today? What am I thinking about? What am I building now? What am I stressed about? All these kind of things. You get live feedback and knowledge from me working with all these companies so that you can go and replicate internally for your team and company. The last is get immediate actionable advice. Message me, DM me. If you're in the group, I will be there to support you or connect you to somebody who can help, or one of the BDRs will communicate with you on the group. We can help each other, but you can throw in your email copy, questions, whatever you want me to check and review, put it there or message me and I will get to it right away. So it's also exclusive access to a way for us to collaborate together. I wanted to go a little bit about myself. If you guys don't know me, my name is Roy, founder of BizDev Labs. It's a BDR agency for SaaS startups. Particularly, we're working with the seed Series A companies, some Series B, but I'm a BDR specialist. I've been a top performer for a couple of years now. I worked at a startup in San Francisco a couple of years ago. There were 16 BDRs. I was the number one. I left to start BizDev Labs and grew it to 75 companies. All very cool. You can check them out on bizdevlabs.com if you're interested. We built BizDev Labs to 7 figures a year in under 2 years. I did around 400K my first year of business. I had no website. It was all through pure outbound that I was able to make 400K my first year. Then we grew it to 7 figures the next year, and now we're growing even more. So if you want to know more about the agency space, you're thinking about agency, you're thinking about growing your career into entrepreneurship or other types of roles, feel free to let me know. Also, I grew my LinkedIn following from about 1,000 2 years ago to 27,000, and hopefully we'll get to 30 in a month or two. So that's going to be an exciting milestone. We talk a lot about outbound, so feel free to check it out. And it's something that I'm very excited about. This year in 2024, I won the Forbes 30 Under 30 award. We actually have a conference coming up in September, so I will update you guys on that. But that was an exciting milestone. And one thing that's important to know, and why I'm telling you all this, is because I started as an entry-level BDR. I had no experience out of university, never heard of the BDR role before. I jumped into it like most of you. Zero experience, entry-level BDR at a company, and grew and did a bunch of different things. So hopefully that resonates. I want to show you there's unlimited opportunities when you're a top-performing BDR, that you can do a lot of different things. And I want to encourage you to think about those different things as you move along in the BDR role. A lot of people think of BDR as an entry-level role. I think quite differently, and I really respect and love the role. And that's why I want to tell you about it. This is my LinkedIn profile. Feel free to check it out, connect with me, and we can keep an open dialogue. I'm pretty responsive. I spend a lot of time there. This is some of the clients that we worked with. You can see Klazar, Revenue Hero, Radar, Blinkoff, Cyabra, Sendlane, Aporia, Automation, Sweet Security, Lupio, VoiceFlow, Dido, Hyro, bunch of different cool companies. This is the Forbes article if you're interested to read about it. Some reviews from our happy customers and clients. It's all on the website. People and the founders and the VPs that we work with really like how we can build things from scratch and help them go to market faster. There's a lot of cool things that we do. So a lot of knowledge to unpack and share with you, a lot of experiences. So if you have any questions about joining the community group or you're interested, just let me know. I'm here to help, and I'm very excited about what we're trying to build here. And I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Take care.